Hello, welcome back, everyone. This is Seewing, and today I'm going to talk about this article by this individual by the name of Refkin. He's a CEO of Compass, and the headline is "There will be a flood of inventory," quote unquote, once mortgage rates get down to 5%. Now, I would like you to smash the like button at the end of this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also, I would like you to comment below to share with me what is your opinions as to what I'm about to say based on this very ambitious statement quoted by this guy, Ruskin. And there's a lot of scenarios, a lot of hypothetical situations that are being predicted and projected by these individuals. Yeah. So I want to hear your thoughts. No one really have a crystal ball, and I just want to share your thoughts as to at the end of this video. Just again, make a comment yourself and to see whether this guy is right or wrong, or he's off his rocker, or whatever the case may be. So, okay, I will of course personally provide my opinions as well, and let's go from there. All right. So without further ado, let me share my screen and go back to this article. Like I say, it's a very ambitious statement. He said, additionally, he said, it's a great time to be a home builder. Yes, I would agree. Again, CEO Compass Robert Ruskin believes he was being interviewed by CNBC. Ruskin said a return of 5 to 5.5% mortgage rates will entice sellers to list their properties and bring back the quote unquote pandemic craze, end quote, pandemic craze. Now let me tell you, 5 to 5.5%. So let's go back past few years. What month and year did the 5.5% mortgage rate occur? I'll give you the answer. I already did my advanced research. According to Mortgage News Daily, June of 2022, we have achieved approximately 5.4% interest rate. June of 2022, almost exactly 1 year ago. And then, of course, if you remember, the mortgage rate skyrocketed back in June and July and August of 2022, all the way up to 7.3% at the peak of the highest rate last October 2022. So right now, the mortgage interest rate is around 7%, according to Mortgage News Daily. So year over year increase on mortgage rate is around 1.3% basis point. So as we approach the next few months toward the back end of the summer, we can have a very similar mortgage rates from last year. So things are getting quite interesting. Getting back to the article here, he said we need to have an unlock of inventory, which will probably happen when mortgage rates get to 5 to 5.5%, sustainable level. I'm not sure how soon we're going to get to those 5 to 5.5 so-called. A lot of the so-called experts predict that perhaps by the end of this year, 2023, the mortgage rate is going to be like 6%. Maybe next year, 2024, we may get reduced to below 6%. But I have some thoughts on it about that. So I'll get to that momentarily. Let me go through the rest of this article. All right. So in the current market, the balance of power tilts heavily in favor of sellers as demand remains higher than supply, of course. Yes, it's harder than supply. Right now, it's the month of supply of inventory right now is around 2.3% supply of inventory, and 5 to 6 months supply of inventory is a normal, healthy market. So we are still seller's market. The demand, even at 7% right now, have far exceeded the extreme lack of supply of inventory. whereby in many markets throughout the country, we are getting like 3 to 5 offers per house, and the final listing price it could be anywhere from 5 to 10% final list price above asking. So we're seeing a little bit of multiple offers and bidding war, even at 7% mortgage rate right now, and supply of the inventory, at least nationwide, is around 2.3, 2.4% supply of inventory. All right. So keep that in mind as I do my prediction towards the back end of this video. So Ruskin said this is a lock-in effect. That's right. The 30% of homeowners lock into the rates at 3% or below, and 70% locked in at 4% or below. So they are not selling, get rid of the 3 to 4% mortgage rate to move up to buy a new home at 7% mortgage rate, essentially more than doubling their mortgage payment. So I could clearly see why there's very little motivation or incentive for sellers to sell their home, given today's elevated mortgage rate environment. However, as you and I know, we just acknowledged the resale market has been very challenging. However, the new homes of new constructions, which the builders are elated because right now the winning party are the builders. So the builders, they are already bringing their rates down to the 5% range right now as a result of the buy down incentives. Now, I want to warn you that the builders currently only comprise small percentage of the sales transaction year to date. The majority of the home sales occur in the resale market. I know we've been hearing a lot of positive news about new builders or bringing their new construction inventory to the resale market, to the sales market, but it takes time for them to do that. And I'm not sure how quickly and how much of an impact the limited amount of new sales can offset the continual extremely low supply of inventory. Okay, so in the meantime, especially the National Association of Home Builders on their website, they said home builders are capitalizing on the soaring housing demand and benefiting from the slight house price increases. Yes, we get not slight house price increases. Year to date, past 6 months of 2023, if you look at the Redfin median sales price, we have seen double-digit median price home increases in the past 6 months. So this is what I call insanity. Home prices are rising due to pent-up demand and very low inventory. So that's what we are seeing. However, the builder confidence and the housing starts were strong last month. And this paragraph, the final paragraph on this article, it says, it's a great time to be a home builder because they are benefiting from the price increase that are a result of low inventory, Ruskin said. Home builders are meeting buyers' demands. Last month, we saw the largest amount of housing starts since 2016. And that's because home builders, their sentiment index improved for the first time in over a year. Now, let's go to this hypothetical. I don't think the mortgage rate go down to 5% anytime soon. It's just my crystal ball. We can always refer to back to this video in the next few years. If this mortgage rate prediction comes into fruition, I will refer to this video I just did, which is dated 3rd July 2023, and see whether what I discussed now is correct or not. So here's my prediction. And again, I would love you guys to comment. There's no right or wrong answer. I would just want to hear you out there. What do you think? So I feel if we were to reach, okay, 6% mortgage rate by this year, plus second quarter next year, if the inflation continue to subside, the Federal Reserve and then the Treasury, 10-year Treasury continue to decrease, will do something to the bond market because the Treasury, the 10-year Treasury pretty much determines the mortgage rate, not the rate hikes by the Federal Reserve. I just want to make that clear. So inflation seems to be slowing down little by little. So the Federal Reserve projection of 2% inflation is coming into fruition so far, absent any significant economic chaos out there. So mortgage rate first half of 2024 could go down to 5.5%, or maybe toward the end of 2024, we may see a mortgage rate decrease to 5%. Now, I don't think that's going to happen. It's not going to be that quick. But having said that, think about it. At 7% mortgage rate, we are seeing bidding wars and multiple offers. We're seeing more demand than there are limited amount of supply. We're seeing 3 to 5 offers per house on a house that are turnkey, just maintain and listed proper price. They sell pretty quickly within a week or so in most real estate market, right? At 7%, 3 to 5 offers, 5 to 10% above asking. Let's say at 6%, 1 percentage point lower. What do you think? My thoughts are we may see 10 to 15 offers per house. And the final asking price is probably 5 to 10% above asking. And what if the mortgage rate decreased to 5.5%? Then the category of current mortgage owners who have a 5% mortgage, some of them may decide to sell because knowing they can move up to a new home at similar mortgage rate as 5.5%. With that in mind, we may see more inventory. Also, more potential buyers can come off the sidelines because they finally can afford a home at 5.5%. Whereas right now at 7%, many prospective home buyers are sitting on the sidelines. So, however, but then with higher inventory levels, you will see more demand. So the more demand offset the higher inventory level at 5.5% mortgage rate decrease. Now, let's go to the last scenario at 5%. At 5%, yeah, more inventory, but the demand could be just as great because there are a lot of buyers out there that we are unaccounted for. Those buyers doesn't have to be first-time home buyer. It could be experienced home buyers who want to move up to buy a new house, get rid of their 5% mortgage, whatever, 4.5% mortgage. And there's a lot of competition at that time. We have investors buying. We have mom and pop investors from all over the country. We have institutions, hedge funds, investors from Wall Street, then a gobble of thousands of homes per community. They have deep pockets. And also foreign investors, if they're allowed to enter the real estate market in the US, they can play a major role into buying homes. So at 5%, we may see some housing frenzy, which could be very unhealthy. I'm not saying we can go back to 2021 or housing a year, which is an anomaly. Meaning in 2021, we have around 2.7% interest rate, mortgage rate, and 1 month supply of inventory. We have 50 to 100 offers per house, many markets, and driving up prices 10, 20, 30% final offer above asking. Crazy. We're not going to see anything kind of craziness like we saw one time in 2021, which is our lifetime in my belief. However, at 5% of mortgage rate, I don't want that. It's going to be an unhealthy market. We're going to see some too much appreciation, too much bidding, too many, like We might even see 15 to 20 offers per house because it's not that easy for people still want to get rid of their 3 to 4% mortgage or even 5% mortgage. The existing homeowners, they are settling at their house. A typical housing owner right now, they're staying at the home longer, 13 years now, instead of 7 years past. So people not only locked in at the 3 to 4% or even 5% mortgage rate, locking effect, they're settling in their own respective neighborhood, they're raising their family, they are just into the community, so they don't want to lose for a long time. So just because the mortgage rate will decrease all the way to 5%, it does not mean home people are selling their homes with a low historical rate. Okay. So we can assume that. Assuming that fewer homes will be sold at 5% mortgage rate, but the pent-up demand is still going to be very high, as I stated, because there's so much competition. For 5%, in a very unhealthy market, we can see a big imbalance between pent-up demand and still limited supply of homes. And the new builders, they're not built fast enough to make up the difference of lack of inventory. It takes time for builders to get the permit to build the house, which is a lot of logistical issues, lack of workers, what have you. So therefore, a 5% mortgage rate, there'll be a buying pandemic 2.0 frenzy, huge demand, limited supply, but we could see 15 to 20 offers per house or even more. And we'll go through the housing boom over again, whereby people are so like a FOMO, fear of missing out. FOMO, take 1 week or 2 or 3 days to accept an offer. People gonna, once again, not gonna go through an instruction. They're not gonna go through the appraisal. They're gonna buy a house as is. It was a frenzy. It was an emotional roller coaster that will endure. It may increase the house prices in a double digit. And that is not healthy. It will create imbalance in housing market. It can create chaos. I personally don't want a 5% mortgage rate, not or even a 5.5% mortgage rate. 6 to 6.5% mortgage rate. I feel the market will balance itself out. I believe it's be a healthy market. I believe the monthly supply could be up to 3.5 to 4% back at the tip of the healthy equilibrium of economics 101, whereby demand equals supply. So do you understand my logic? So I want you to comment below what you think about my comments, and I want to hear your thoughts. I'll be more than happy to reply to your thoughts. To recap, this article, this individual, Mr. Refkin, CEO of Compass, yeah, he's making a very off the wall, very out there statement that he may eat his words when the time comes to where the mortgage rate will come back down to 5.5%. And I may not like it. So I don't know how he feels. Maybe at the spur of the moment, you mentioned this statement. Sometimes people make a statement not giving any advanced rational thoughts before they run their mouths. All right. So I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So share your comments. If you see value of this video, once again, please smash the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm many more subscribers than I have. I provide good contents on a weekly basis, not only the general housing market, but I go over real estate investing news as well, information. Oh, actually, by the way, that said, please subscribe. Please enter my website below you and submit your email so you can become a free member of our email newsletters every week. In the email inbox, you can see some great real estate contents about real estate investing, okay, where we help people from out of state, wherever you're located, to buy turnkey castle houses in affordable markets without teams people which respect the market. They will do everything for you, professional property management, the whole one-stop shop scenario. All right. So thank you so much for watching. This is Seewing you, and I'll see you on the other side. Nice day. Bye bye.